Hollywood, a place of flashing lights, fame, and thrilling stories. But beneath its dazzling facade, chilling mysteries lurk. Today, we uncover a case that shook the world, the mysterious deaths of screen legend Gene Hackman and his wife. A secret tunnel. A raid. Unsolved mysteries. Was this just another tragedy, or a terrifying conspiracy hidden in the shadows? At precisely 11 a.m. on February 26, 2025, the world was stunned. Gene Hackman had died under mysterious circumstances. But as chilling clues surfaced, it became clear, this was no ordinary passing. The FBI, acting on a warrant, searched Hackman's $4 million Santa Fe estate, where he had spent his final years in seclusion. What they found was unsettling: no signs of natural death or an accident. Strange scratches marred the floors, furniture had been inexplicably moved, and his personal belongings seemed tampered with. Yet the most shocking discovery lay hidden behind the library wall. The tunnel, absent from official blueprints, spiraled into darkness, leading to a concealed chamber. Inside, dust-covered archives, decaying wooden crates, rusted metal objects, and haunting photographs of people lost to time. Some faces were once famous, yet now erased from history. Others appeared in clandestine meetings, their locations unknown. What was this place? And why had Hackman kept it hidden? As investigators pieced together the puzzle, one question loomed: had the actor uncovered something Hollywood wanted buried forever? The truth, it seemed, was far more sinister than anyone had imagined. As the agents flipped open the cracked leather-bound files, they held their breath. Though much of the ink had faded, what remained hinted at a web of intrigue, cover-ups, and chilling secrets long buried. But as their flashlight beams swept the tunnel's depths, another discovery made the air feel suffocating: an old iron door, rusted and caked in dirt. There was no handle, just a corroded lock that had endured the passage of time. Whatever lay beyond had been sealed away, hidden for reasons unknown. The government refused to comment on what was found behind the door, but whispers spread like wildfire. Some believed the tunnels were part of a vast underground network, concealed for decades. Others suspected they held evidence of a conspiracy so shocking it could rewrite Hollywood's history, and perhaps much more. The deep underground bunker was no longer just a theory, it was a chilling reality. The air was so still that the agents could hear their own rapid breathing. A pungent mix of mold and dust thickened the atmosphere, as if the space had been sealed for decades, maybe even centuries. One agent's trembling flashlight settled on a wooden crate at the center of the room. Its surface, mottled with age, showed signs of decay, yet remained strong enough to hold whatever secrets lurked inside. The agents exchanged wary glances before one of them, heart pounding, pushed the lid open. A sharp cracking sound echoed through the chamber, sending a thin swirl of dust into the stale air. Inside lay a collection of peculiar tools, each shrouded in mystery. Some were sharp, well-crafted blades, their wooden handles worn with age, yet the metal still gleamed ominously. Others resembled medical instruments, but their twisted, unfamiliar shapes suggested a purpose far more sinister. Beside the tools, yellowed blueprints sat in a fragile heap, brittle enough to crumble at a single touch. Whatever these documents contained, one thing was certain: the truth had been buried for a reason, but who had tried to keep it hidden? And why? These blueprints were unlike any the agents had ever seen. Instead of standard architectural designs, they featured intricate mechanical diagrams, spiderweb-like lines intersecting with strange symbols not found in any known scientific literature. One agent flipped a sheet over, his eyes narrowing at a faint imprint in the bottom corner. It resembled Gene Hackman's signature, except stylized into something far more cryptic. Another agent picked up one of the instruments from the crate, turning it over in his hands. The handle was engraved with small, precise markings, an ancient script or coded language. He glanced at his partner, suspicion in his voice. "Does this look familiar to you?" His partner shook his head, then bent down to sift through the other items. The more they uncovered, the stranger it all seemed. Some objects bore Renaissance-era carvings, while others were impossibly advanced, far beyond Hackman's time. The sharp lines, the unnerving precision of the mechanical joints. They seemed less like relics of the past and more like remnants of a lost civilization. Suddenly, a cold draft swept through the chamber, causing candlelight to flicker. An agent turned his flashlight toward the far end of the room, revealing a stone wall covered in indecipherable symbols. Some resembled alchemical signs, others looked eerily similar to ancient astronautical charts. But what truly froze them in place was the massive carving at the center of the wall, a diagram of a machine, its design unlike anything ever recorded in history. "What are we looking at?" one agent whispered, his voice laced with unease. As their lights swept the vault, more markings emerged. One agent crouched down, tracing a perfectly interwoven circular pattern on the ground. Upon closer inspection, it was no mere decoration, it was an astronomical map. The curves and symbols mirrored constellations, aligning with something far beyond their understanding. And yet, somehow, Hackman had known. But there was one oddity: some of the constellations didn't match any known astronomical map. One agent quickly pulled out his phone, cross-referencing them with modern star charts. Nothing. No match. If this was a star map, what was it pointing to? An undiscovered planet? A specific moment in time? The tension in the room thickened. And then, one of the agents made the most chilling discovery. In the far corner of the bunker, buried beneath dust and broken bricks, stood a black stone door. It was smooth, almost unnaturally dark, with no visible handle or hinges. But what truly made their blood run cold were the symbols carved into its surface. They were identical to those found on the tools, blueprints, and strange mechanical diagrams scattered throughout the chamber. This was no ordinary door. One agent hesitantly reached out, pressing his palm against the cold stone. The moment he made contact, a frigid gust of air seeped through the cracks. The agents exchanged uneasy glances. This door had remained sealed for a long, long time. "Should we open it?" one of them whispered. No one answered. They all knew, whatever lay beyond could unravel Hackman's greatest secret. Or perhaps it was something they were never meant to uncover. Beyond the investigation, the outside world remained oblivious. News of the discoveries had yet to leak, but could such a secret remain buried forever? If revealed, it could change everything: history, science, and even humanity's understanding of itself. And then, there was the Hackman estate itself. From the outside, it was a marvel of wealth and beauty, its meticulously maintained gardens home to rare, almost mythical flora, exotic orchids, centuries-old bonsai trees, and flowers that shifted colors with the seasons. A paradise, hiding something far more sinister within. What had Hackman truly been protecting? Beyond the sturdy gates, the opulence of Hackman's mansion is overwhelming. Every hallway, every room, is a masterpiece, a fusion of history and timeless class. Multi-million-dollar paintings by world-renowned artists adorn the walls. The furnishings, once owned by European royalty, radiate a sense of power. Massive crystal chandeliers, rumored to have once illuminated ancient palaces, cast a mesmerizing glow. Hackman had spared no expense in transforming his estate into a private kingdom, nearly cut off from the outside world. But beneath this grandeur lay a chilling secret. During a recent renovation, workers accidentally uncovered a hidden tunnel. Strangely, it wasn't a modern addition but appeared to have existed for decades, possibly longer. The tunnel's walls were reinforced with an unusually durable material, as if designed to endure, or to conceal something never meant to be exposed. Experts speculated that this was no ordinary passage. Some believed it was part of a vast underground network, linking secret locations or leading to an unknown subterranean base. The FBI's investigation into Hackman's death took a darker turn when they discovered the tunnel. Preliminary findings suggested it had been built in the last century, pointing to a long-standing, carefully hidden plan. Theories emerged: was it a secure vault for classified documents or priceless artifacts? A smuggling route for espionage? Or even a hidden storage site for contraband during Prohibition? One thing was clear: Hackman's secrets ran far deeper than anyone had imagined. As they ventured deeper into the dark passage, the air grew heavy, the atmosphere increasingly oppressive. Damp stone walls loomed on either side, etched with strange symbols that sent shivers down the agent's spines. Some resembled ancient alchemical drawings, while others appeared to be an indecipherable code. Had past occupants left these markings? Or had Hackman himself been consumed by something far more mysterious? Codebreakers were swiftly called in to analyze the cryptic symbols, further complicating an already perplexing case. At first, investigators assumed the tunnel had served a specific purpose in the past. But as they delved deeper, it became clear, the secrets hidden within were far beyond their imagination. Beneath Gene Hackman's lavish estate, this underground passage became the subject of intense speculation. Some believed it was merely a private escape route, a common luxury among the elite. History had shown that tunnels were often built for secrecy, whether to hide, transport illicit goods, or provide total isolation from the outside world. But others proposed a more chilling theory. What if this tunnel was part of a fortified bunker, designed to withstand catastrophic events? Doomsday shelters had long fascinated survivalists and conspiracy theorists alike. Some even speculated that this was not a lone structure but part of an extensive underground network, linking other secret locations or concealing an unknown system. As investigators pressed forward, the discoveries only deepened the mystery. Dusty documents with cryptic writing. Unidentifiable devices. And most unsettling of all, those ever-present, enigmatic symbols carved into the walls, their meaning still beyond reach. What was this place really hiding? The symbols carved into the tunnel walls appeared to belong to a cryptographic system never before deciphered. Some experts speculated they could be remnants of a secret Cold War operation or an ancient, forgotten encryption method. Throughout history, intelligence agencies have used complex codes, many of which remain unsolved to this day. Faced with these mysterious clues, investigators turned to the estate's historical records, searching for evidence that previous owners had knowledge of the tunnel. At the same time, locals began sharing eerie stories about the property. Rumors surfaced of workers who had mysteriously vanished during its construction, disappearances that, to this day, remain unexplained. Some theories suggested that the tunnel had once been part of a Prohibition-era smuggling network, used to transport liquor past authorities. Others believed it was a Cold War-era escape route, designed to provide sanctuary in times of crisis. As news of the discovery spread, speculation ran wild. Some whispered that Gene Hackman had hidden a vast fortune beneath his mansion. Was this just another baseless rumor, or was there truly a shocking secret waiting to be uncovered? The tunnel's revelation became even more significant given the strange circumstances surrounding the deaths of Hackman and his wife, Betsy. Investigators began to wonder, could the tunnel hold the key to what really happened in their final days? Was it evidence of a long-buried secret, or simply a forgotten architectural relic? With so many unsettling clues, one thing was certain: Hackman's legacy was now entangled in a mystery far greater than anyone had imagined. Some theorized that the tunnel was a secret escape route, allowing someone to slip in or out of the mansion undetected. But the bigger question remained: who needed such an escape, and why was it hidden? Had Hackman sensed danger before his mysterious death? As agents sifted through the strange objects found in the tunnel, they searched for any clue that might link Hackman and Betsy to their unsettling demise. Yellowed documents, faded photographs, and cryptic artifacts hinted at a hidden life the legendary actor never shared with the world. The carved symbols on the walls only deepened the mystery, whispers of backroom dealings, secret alliances, and a conspiracy cloaked in darkness for decades. Neighbors and former friends began to come forward with eerie recollections. Some remembered Hackman speaking in hushed tones, hinting at unseen troubles. Others recalled mysterious visitors arriving under the cover of night, disappearing without a trace. What had been hidden behind the fortified walls of Hackman's estate? As speculation grew, some believed Hackman had unknowingly become entangled in something far beyond his control. The link between the tunnel and the couple's deaths remained an unanswered question, each new discovery either bringing the truth closer or shrouding it further in secrecy. Yet, just as investigators seemed on the verge of a breakthrough, the government's silence only fueled more speculation. The mysterious tunnel, the strange symbols, the enigmatic artifacts, each should have led to answers. Instead, officials remained tight-lipped. Would the truth about Gene Hackman's final days ever come to light? Or would it remain buried forever, hidden within the shadows of the tunnel? The information remained shrouded in secrecy. Each statement from the authorities was brief and vague, like missing pieces of an incomplete puzzle. Instead of quelling public curiosity, this ambiguity only intensified speculation, sending imaginations running wild. The FBI combed through every inch of the underground tunnel system, uncovering artifacts that seemed to tell a hidden story, old documents, puzzling drawings, and objects of unknown origin. Yet, as the public anxiously awaited an explanation, they were met with nothing but silence. Critical questions lingered in the air. What was the tunnel truly built for? Who used it, and what secrets were buried beneath the mansion? Why were the authorities avoiding answers? To many, the silence wasn't just suspicious, it was confirmation that something monumental was being covered up. Neighbors reported eerie sightings of strange visitors arriving under the cover of darkness. There were whispers of workers mysteriously disappearing, their fates unknown. Some even recalled hearing odd sounds emanating from underground, muffled voices, the faint clinking of tools, on moonless nights. Each chilling account added another layer to a story more thrilling than any Hollywood script. Social media exploded with theories, ranging from the plausible to the outlandish. Some believed Hackman had stumbled upon something forbidden, leading to his untimely death. Others suspected the tunnels were part of a vast underground network, connected to a force still manipulating the truth from the shadows. Yet, the government remained silent, neither confirming nor denying anything, allowing the mystery to deepen. The evidence uncovered might hold the key to long-buried secrets, or it could plunge the case further into darkness. One thing was certain, all eyes remained locked on Hackman's estate, waiting for the moment the veil of secrecy would finally be torn away. Would the truth be powerful enough to shake the very foundations of the system? Or would it, like so many other mysteries before it, be buried forever beneath the cold, unyielding soil? Among the discoveries were dusty old phones with cracked screens, devices containing unread messages, mere fragments of a story yet to be told. Among the discoveries were dusty old phones with cracked screens, devices that might reveal secret conversations, hidden agreements, or unsent warnings. Some messages ended abruptly, as if the writer had been interrupted mid-sentence. There were missed calls from unknown numbers, raising the question, who was trying to reach out, and what happened just before these phones were abandoned in the dark? A crumpled planner, crammed with dates and frantic notes, hinted at an untold story. Strange appointments with obscure names, locations that didn't exist on any map, and hastily scratched-out entries filled its pages. Some sections had been violently torn away, leaving behind only jagged remnants, as if someone had deliberately erased the most crucial details. Yet, even those gaps told a story of things that were never meant to be recorded. Then, there were the vials. Small, glass containers scattered throughout the hidden chamber. Some were still sealed, their contents unknown. Others had been used, but for what? The mystery surrounding them fueled dark speculation. Were they part of an experimental treatment, an illicit drug, or something even more sinister? Some theorized they were tied to an underground medical study, perhaps even human experimentation, conducted in the shadows. Did Gene Hackman know of their existence? Or did they belong to someone else, someone who had been visiting this place, undetected? Every item seemed to be part of a larger, hidden puzzle. The broken phones could contain contact lists leading to secret meetings or powerful figures pulling strings from behind the scenes. The scribbled notes in the planner might be more than just hasty thoughts, they could be coded instructions, messages passed in secrecy. And the vials, were they part of a routine treatment, or were they evidence of an illegal operation no one dared to acknowledge? Investigators meticulously analyzed every detail, the dates on the messages, the handwriting in the notebooks, even the faint fingerprints left on each surface. A forensic examination was underway, searching for DNA, anything that could link the evidence to a specific name. Was this the buried truth of a decades-old conspiracy, or just scattered remnants of a past no one remembers? The world waited, breath held, for the locked doors to finally open. Would they bring long-buried secrets into the light, or would the truth remain obscured by an even thicker fog? And, most chilling of all, who really held the key to unlocking it? Pharmaceutical giants, secretive medical research groups, and classified laboratories watched from the shadows. They were waiting too, but for what? The investigation into the Hackman estate is unfolding with extreme vigilance. Rumors of secret experiments, unexplained disappearances, and suspicious financial transactions have long swirled around the property, whispers of a hidden world lurking beneath its opulent facade. Until now, these claims had never been substantiated. But as investigators dig deeper, it's becoming increasingly clear that the obvious evidence is only the tip of the iceberg. Forensic teams are pushing the boundaries of modern technology in their pursuit of answers. They meticulously analyzed the composition of the ink in the tattered notebooks, searching for hidden writing with advanced spectroscopy. Microscopic fibers left on the pages are examined under powerful lenses, while faint fingerprints etched onto abandoned objects are lifted and catalogued. DNA testing is underway, tracing the identities of those who may have once handled the cryptic documents. Even the slightest lead, one name, one clue, could shift the entire trajectory of the case. But what happens if the name uncovered isn't just an ordinary person? What if it's a powerful figure or an organization operating in the shadows, responsible for activities no one dares to expose? Each new revelation intensifies the mystery surrounding the Hackman estate, leaving the public on edge, both eager for answers and terrified of what those answers might be. Could these discoveries rewrite history, forcing society to confront a truth it has long ignored? Or will they be dismissed as unsolved theories, buried like so many secrets before them? Then, a shocking discovery escalates the case to an entirely new level. Beneath the mansion's foundation, investigators uncover a hidden tunnel, a structure that, according to all official records, should not exist. The air inside is thick with dust, the bricks worn and untouched by time. The passageways stretch into darkness, their final destination unknown. Was this an escape tunnel built decades ago, or does it conceal something far more sinister? The FBI moves quickly, deploying a specialized team to investigate what lies beneath. Theories emerge. Was this a secret research facility, a prison designed to hold someone against their will? Or something even more chilling, a graveyard of long-buried secrets, hidden from the world? The public is divided between fascination and fear. Everyone wants answers, but no one is certain they're ready to hear them. If the tunnel leads to something no one expected, then the most pressing question remains: who built it, and for what purpose? Beneath the Hackman estate, mysteries linger in the darkness. Strange symbols, puzzling artifacts, and a web of secrets beg to be unraveled. Is this merely an exaggerated mystery fueled by speculation, or is there a terrifying truth that has been concealed for years? When the first light finally penetrates the shadows, will it reveal a reality too shocking to comprehend, or simply cast more uncertainty over an already haunting enigma? Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next thrilling mystery.